From the moment I became aware of the world, I've been escaping, following those timely, blessed, dark, gathering, descending clouds that cut off the blindingly high sun to reveal my path to freedom. Mother, telling her mistress master, "You learning my child to spy on me, to report to you, to be your slave. You rearing my child to turn against her own mother. My baby Ella will never be a slave." Grabbed me up, raced down to the river to drown me, then drown herself. But God, at that instant, sent those murky clouds parting with a blast of light to stay her agonized deed. I have ridden clouds ever since, on a freedom journey that led this frail girl with African, Indian, and white blood racing through her veins to sing before leaders of the world. To sing in palaces, cathedrals, concert halls, giving witness to the sacred music, sweet melodies, messages of the Almighty Liberator. I know God laid his hands on me. I know this grasping, yearning in my system. I know it was meant to seize God's air. His precious air, filling up the bellows in my chest, firing the furnace in my throat to consequent my sound. And I know when I sing, what occurs inside my soul is a visitation of my ancestors across my heart. I never imagined I could be released through song. Hello, ALA staff, family, and friends. My name is Katherine Alexis Thomas, and that was an excerpt from Tazewell Thompson's play called Jubilee. Now, I had the pleasure of being a part of the world premiere of this show in 2019 at Arena Stage. Jubilee tells the story of a group of students at a historically Black college called Fisk University in the late 1800s. They toured the U.S. and Europe performing a cappella Negro spirituals to raise money for Fisk and the education of freed Black people and other African Americans in the time. This group was known as the Jubilee Singers and still is today, a reference to the biblical concept, a year of Jubilee, in which all slaves would be set free. Not coincidentally, June 19th was deemed Jubilee Day before it became widely known as Juneteenth. To help you celebrate the holiday this weekend and understand its cultural significance, I'm here to perform 3 songs and 3 poems that help define African Americans' collective spirit since the 1800s. I hope these poems and songs will inspire you and your life's work as well. The first poem I'm going to recite is Harlem by Langston Hughes, and I picked the song Almost There from The Princess and the Frog, and that music is by Randy Newman. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load. Or does it explode? I don't have time for dancing. That's just gonna have to wait a while. Ain't got time for messing around, and it's not my style. This old town can slow you down, people taking the easy way. But I know exactly where I'm going, getting closer and closer every day, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. People down here think I'm crazy.
easy, but I don't care. Trials and tribulations, I've had my share. There ain't nothing gonna stop me now, 'cause I'm almost there. I remember Daddy told me fairy tales can come true, but you gotta make them happen. It all depends on you. So I work real hard each and every day. Now things for sure are going my way. Just doing what I do. Look out, boys, I'm coming through, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. People gonna come here from everywhere, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. There's been trials and tribulations, you know I've had my share. But I've climbed a mountain, I've crossed a river, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
This next pairing is inspired by Abel Meeropol's poem, Strange Fruit. And of course, this poem was famously adapted into song by Billie Holiday, and it helped galvanize the civil rights movement. But when I thought about it, I wanted to pair it with a song called Supper Time, written by Irving Berlin. Now, Supper Time is a song that was also known as an anti-lynching song, and it was first made famous by Ethel Waters. And it was actually paramount for her because this was the first time that a Black woman's name was on a marquee next to a white person. So that was a big, big thing. And a lot of people don't know this song, and I just wanted to, share it with you all today. So, and interestingly enough, it was written just 4 years before Strange Fruit. Southern trees bear a strange fruit. Blood on the leaves and blood at the root. Black bodies swinging in the southern breeze. Strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees. Pastoral scene of the gallant South. The bulging eyes and the twisted mouth. Scent of magnolias, sweet and fresh. Then the sudden smell of burning flesh. Here is a fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, for the wind to suck, for the sun to rot, for the tree to drop. Here is a strange and bitter crop.
Supper time. I should set the table, 'cause it's supper time. Somehow I'm not able, 'cause that man of mine ain't coming home no more. Supper time. Kids will soon be yelling for their supper time. How I keep from telling that man of mine ain't coming home no more. explaining when they ask me where he's gone. How I keep from crying when I bring their supper on. How can I remind them to pray at their humble board? How can I be thankful when they start to thank the Lord? Lord, supper time. I should set the table, 'cause it's supper time. Somehow I'm not able, 'cause that man of mine ain't coming home no more. Ain't coming home no more.
This last pairing is inspired by Koleka Putuma's poem, Black Joy. And I thought, what better way to address Putuma's poem and wish you a happy ALA Jubilee at the same time than with this Janine Tesori song that reinforces our right to show jubilation. This last song is going to be called Let It Sing, and it was recently performed by Joshua Henry and Billy Porter. We were spanked for each other's sins, spanked in syllables and by the word of God. Before dark meant home time. My grandmother's mattress knew each of my siblings, cousins, and the neighbors' children's morning breath by name. A single mattress spread on the floor was enough for all of us. Bread slices were buttered with irama and rolled into sausage shapes. We had it with black rooibos and did not ask for cheese. We were filled. My cousins and I would gather around one large bowl of stew, each with their own spoon. Sugar water completed the meal. We were home and whole. But isn't it funny that when they ask about Black childhood, all they are interested in is our pain, as if the joy parts were accidental? I write love poems too, but you only want to see my mouth torn open in protest, as if my mouth were a wound with pus and gangrene for joy.
Raise your foot now, that's the way. You'll be moving on today. Raise the other, put it down. Now you're headed into town. Oh girl, you got left, right, oh girl, ain't that right? Got some years ahead to go, you'll go free if you take it slow. Oh girl, you got left, right, oh girl, ain't that right? Two kinds of people in this world, some say yes and some say no. Time to say what side you're on. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Say yes and your adventures start. Not always as expected. Say no, you stay apart, but you stay protected. You've got to give yourself a reason to rejoice. For the music you make counts for everything. Now every living soul has got a voice. You've got to give it room and let it sing. My family never had too much, made the best of every day, ate what's on our plates, you know, never threw a thing away. We kept our nightmares on the shelf, our dreams were on the table, pass them down and help yourself as long as you are able. My mama told me, girl, forget what might have been. Give yourself a break, whatever's happening. Don't let your spirit, girl, come closing in. You gotta give it room and let it sing. You got to give it room and let it sing. You've got to lift up your voice and sing. Got some years ahead to go. You'll go free if you take it slow. Got some years that won't be long. You'll be free to sing your song. Oh, girl, you got left, right, oh, girl. There's precious, frilly little folks like us control. You can make your music from the simplest thing, and you're the one who's got to tend your soul. You've got to give it room and let it sing. You got to give it room and let it sing. You've got to let it sing. You gotta let it sing. You gotta give it room.